Coach, team heads out to Maine, a team you played here last season. What do you expect going into their barn this weekend?
Well, it's a tough building to play in historically, and through the years, it's just a great atmosphere and really tough to play in. So we expect a hostile environment. This is a really good hockey team with real big, strong, like to play north, heavy team with some skill up front that is very dangerous. And so we're going to have to make sure that we're ready to go and ready to compete at a high level.
These last 2 weeks, you had the one exhibition against the US U18 team, but a lot of added time to incorporate things in practice. What have these last couple of weeks kind of allowed you to really work on and preparing to head out to Maine this weekend?
Well, I think first and foremost, I think it's important for us to continue to get better in every aspect of our game, and whether it's with the puck or without the puck. And so those are the things that we've been focusing on: timing, pace of play, compete level, battle level. I think all those things are opportunities for our guys to take ownership for their actions and make sure that they're getting better in those areas, and then incorporate that in the team scheme and structure that we have set for these guys. So the last couple of weeks have been just that. A lot of individual development, but also a lot of team development.
Looking back at some of the film from the USA exhibition, I guess, what are some of the things that maybe kind of learned about this team in terms of their development so far?
Well, I think it was important to obviously get the win. For us to go out and play very skilled, talented group of young men that will undoubtedly make their mark in hockey at some point. It was important for us to go and play well, and I thought we did that for the most part. We kind of gave them a little, got a little bit loose there at times, but like any team in our conference or non-conference in college hockey, if you give a team a little bit of room, they're going to make you pay. So we learned that lesson again this past weekend. So it was good to play hard, play against a skilled team. It was nice to see our power play working well. Our PK was working. We were starting to do things that kind of play into our strengths. So all in all, it was a good tune-up for what we're going to see this weekend.
You touched on the power play and PK. Are those kind of execution things something you're seeing, developing at the rate it should be over the last couple of weeks since the season got going?
Well, it's hard to determine how quick those things should work, right? It's all about timing and chemistry, and sometimes it takes a little bit longer than other things. I think the PK probably moves a little bit quicker, and you can see some improvements a little bit faster because it's all about hard work and making sure you're in the right position. When you talk about the power play, it's timing, it's where a guy's going to be, it's moving the puck, it's understanding what the opposing team's doing. So things like that are things that are going to come, and we're making strides in the right direction, and that's the most important thing.
Good luck this weekend, Coach.
Thank you.
Josh, team played a one-off exhibition against USA last weekend. It got kind of wide open back and forth. What did the team kind of learn about themselves from last Friday?
I think we learned a lot, actually. Sometimes it's hard to get up for exhibition games and get yourself going, but I think overall we did a pretty good job. Off to a little bit of a slow start going down early, but I think we responded well to that and gave ourselves a good lead. But one of the biggest things is just, can't let off the gas. I think we had a 3-goal lead at one point, and obviously they came back, but at the end of the game we had a pretty good third period, and I think another thing is just like closing teams out, and I think that's something we learned as well.
With just that one exhibition kind of breaking up these last 2 weeks of practice, what has kind of the extra practice time allowed you to really work into gear entering this weekend and into Maine?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, we talked about that after the Providence weekend. We knew that the next 2 weeks were going to be huge for us, just getting back on the right track, and I think we've done a really good job of that. Last week was a pretty good week of practice, and so far this week has been awesome. You know, there's a lot of energy out there, and we've just been focusing on the little details and executing down low, and I think we've done a really good job of that so far.
What are some of the things you expect heading into Maine's barn? I know you played them here last year.
You know, we've heard it's a great atmosphere. Heard it's a great place to play, nice rink. We played them last year, obviously, so we know they're a good team, and we're preparing for that. And honestly, we're not really preparing any differently than we would for any other week, just going about being better every single day and doing the small things like I said earlier.
Good luck this weekend.
Yeah, thank you.